We are live. Welcome, guys, back to the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle. I will be eventually joined with Nicholas Earle. He is still in class right now. Normally, we start a little bit later when he's in class, but because this is a full slate, I kind of need to get this started a little bit earlier so that we can make it through all of the games. Because we do have a full MLB slate today on this Tuesday. But before we jump into today's slate, we'll go ahead, look back at what happened yesterday, what went right, what went wrong in the world of sports betting, and nothing went right. No, absolutely nothing. I had the under in the White Sox game, which went over and proceeded to be the only game on the MLB slate that went over, which is just fantastic to see. Mets look like a team that played 8 games in 7 days and were just tired yesterday. So they fell flat. Atlanta Braves game, Jake Odorizzi pitching in, Roansy Contreras. You think, a bunch of runs, right? Nope, 2-1. And I had a couple of run lines. I had the Tampa Bay run line and the St. Louis run line. Tampa Bay 2-1, St. Louis 1-0. If you bet a bunch of dogs or unders, you did pretty well yesterday, and I picked the wrong ones. Just a little bit frustrating. And also, we had the under in the Jets game, finished 24-16, and it happened to be a late game pick 6 or turnover 6 or whatever happened. I don't remember what happened, but it was a weird, fluky defensive touchdown for the Jets that pushed that game over. So kind of rough there. So just not something, not a good day for me in general. Hopefully today we can turn it around. I got a couple of plays. We got WNBA game tonight, so at least that's kind of cool. But we'll go ahead and get to the chat, say hi, and then we'll start running through these games because there's a full slate today. What up, Earl Bros? Well, smash the like button. Appreciate it. My 2-pick parlay died because of the Mets. Yeah, the Mets. That was just a little bit of a rough game. Back at it today. Last night, the Yanks, and the Royals money line. There you go. Was good. Atlanta over, not good. Philly over, not good in the run line. No, the run line hit in the Philly game. They won 4-1. That one should have hit. But it was up because of the plus money line. So there you go. Mets money line, Rays money line. Rays won. But the Jets plus 12.5 saved my day and broke me even. There you go. Yo. Good morning. I passed out early last night. I'm down to do a WNBA video tonight. Sounds good. So far today, you got the Mets game to go over, Arizona money line, White Sox money line, and Colorado money line. Let's see. Mets game over, Tejan Walker, Frankie Montas, sure. Arizona versus Kansas City. At that number, it's like around 120 area, 116, something in that range. I would just take the run line. Because I feel like if I was to play that one, it's either Arizona wins this game by a bunch or Kansas City wins straight up. So that's a game that's a little bit weird, and I would kind of just run line it, get some big plus money. White Sox, I already tell you, I'm not on the opposite side. I'm on Baltimore. Colorado money line versus Texas. Not going to talk you off of it. Once again, this would be a kind of run line it for me. Get some plus money. The Falcons. Yes, they did. I would have been right with you with Liberty +7. I'm betting that. And on the money line, let's get it. Morning, let's bounce back today after a rough day yesterday. Took the donut yesterday. Did get that +4.5 though. There you go. That's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I thought the Falcons were a winner. Yeah, I thought the under was a winner for a while, but that didn't work out. Sup. MLB was a nightmare on Elm Street last night. It was just weird. It was just a weird card, if that makes sense. My guy, what's up, Don? What's up? Morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Back on the Liberty. Yes. I seen you give out your pick on it. Yep. Giggity Bibberty. Giggity. I went Tampa Bay run line. Yeah, me too. Because I wasn't laying minus $2. Rays plus money. Maybe today, maybe. What's the matchup with that one? Who are they against? Dane Dunning versus Herman Marquez. I don't know. D-backs Royals over 9 with Zach Davies and Jonathan Heasley. I don't know. Maybe. I like the under in the White Sox game. I could see that with Austin Voth and Daniel Cease. I like that one. Or should I Dylan Cease? I might do half of MLB today and bet all over the WNBA today. I think the Sky wins the series tonight. Sky may win, but the Liberty cover. Need early game sweat? Nope. Some chump chains on the Liberty money line. Let's run it. Very ready for NFL regular season, tied or preseason. I feel that. We'll go ahead and start it off with the early game today. Adam Wainwright is going to be taking on Javier Assad for the Chicago Cubs. The Cardinals are minus 175 favorites with a total of 8.5. Adam Wainwright this year has had 24 starts with a 9-8 record, 3.11 ERA, one complete game. There you go. 150 and a third innings pitched, 52 earned runs, 135 hits, 123 strikeouts, and 39 walks. I will say his numbers are far superior at home with a 2.11 ERA. He is on the road today where he's got a 4.43 ERA. Javier Assad is making his first major league start of the year. Let's go check to see if he had any experiences in the majors before this year. Let's see. That would be a big fat negative. It is his major league debut today. So you know what that means. I am staying far away from this game. It's a rookie pitcher. That's kind of the main reasoning for staying away from it. Because, as I love to mention, one of two things happens with rookie pitchers. He's either going to pitch 5-6 innings, shutout ball, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, or he's going to get absolutely lit up and not make it 3 innings. So here's the deal. I am staying away from this early game. You guys do not need to bet the early game. Maybe a lean towards an under. The wind's blowing in. But at the end of the day, this is just not a game I'm going to go after. So I'm going to go and pass on this game for today. I've seen that line move to the Diamondbacks from 8.5 to 9. That's not a bad option. It's not a bad option. Grabbing the -6 with the Commanders, -6 Ravens versus the Commanders. I don't hate it. Ravens, how many straight wins? Go, run with it. I'm hoping to fall asleep late tonight. Yeah, I think we can get enough for the Liberty to cover. I think that's the kind of angle there. If the Skies get eliminated, the Aces future going to spike. I might have to add coffee money on Liberty future. Not going to talk you off of it. Is the Cub pitcher a lefty or a righty? He would be a righty. Good morning. Sky over. Yeah, I can see an over. We saw a under game last game when the Sky scored 100 points and it was 62 on the opposite side. But granted, that was a daytime game. The Sky have a historically bad record that I completely missed whenever they play day games. I don't know. This is just a weird spot for me. I just went with the Liberty for the last game. Royals money line. Once again, with that Royals game, If you like the Royals, sure, take the money line at some plus money. If you like the Diamondbacks, run line it. I'm probably not going to touch that game. Cubs, Cardinals, Nerfy. I don't know. It's a rookie pitcher. I could easily see this being 3-0 Cardinals in the first inning. So I don't know if I can lean that way. Where's Nick? He's in class. I think his class ends in about 8 minutes. He should be on the show in about 20. But I needed to start running through some of these games because I have to get to Higgs' show at 12. And I don't know. We wouldn't have been able to make it through all the games if I waited for him. So this is going to how the show's going to be for a little while when Nick's in classes. Lee and -175 with Cardinals. Nope. Come on, you can't do that. You can't come into my chat and say you're going to take a -175. If you're going to bet the Cardinals today, run line it at -112. That's about the peak of what I would run line something at. But no, never. If anybody comes in the chat and gives me something like this, come on, dude. You know that's a big fat no. It's Storm plus 600 future for me. Never know. Sue Bird in her last year, she gets a matchup versus the Aces now. That should be fun. What's the best bet? The best bet is going to be in I believe the next game we talk about. The best bet's in the next game we talk about. So there you go. Tim, that skyline seems kind of short at -6.5 before they beat the Liberty by 30. Yeah, they beat the Liberty by 30 in Chicago on a daytime game. This is a totally different situation. We're in New York now. So this is a good spot. This is a good spot for the Liberty, for me at least. So we'll do that. Cards game 1 can go over 6.5 rookie pitcher. Yeah, it could very well. That or it could be a 2-0 game final. Ban him. No, I'm not going to ban him. Love when Tim hijacks ESB and midday money. ESB is part of my thing. I am part of ESB, so it's not hijacking ESB. Midday money sometimes, yeah, when Higgs freezes and stuff. Liberty and Sky first half under 83.5. Hey, I feel like if the Liberty are a cover, most likely it's more of a defensive game. Or more likely a low-scoring game, so. We'll go ahead and move on. Cincinnati Reds, Philadelphia Phillies. This game has the best bet in it. And when it comes to that, if you guys are interested in that one, either 60 likes on the stream, which you guys are currently sitting at 13, or it is it's on the EarleSportsBets.com website if you guys are interested in that. Even if you don't get me in Nick's place, check out the leaderboards and get somebody who's hot. So there you go. Suppness. Cards race to 3. Race to 4. This game can end 3-1, so I can't do that. Reds +0.5 first 5. Good luck. Definitely prefer first half instead of full game. That is fair. Taking a shot with Washington first 5 and full game money line versus Seattle with Eric Fetty. Yeah, no, thank you. You have fun with that one. Good luck. But no, thank you. No, thank you. We'll go on to our next game, which is the Atlanta Braves and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Atlanta Braves will have Max Fried on the mound. JT Brubaker for the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Atlanta Braves are -255 in this game with a total of 7.5, 8 around that area. And looking at this one, Max Fried, coming off of his concussion, looked really good against the Mets. Gave up 2 runs, 4 hits, 7 innings, 6 strikeouts in an ultimate win for the Braves in that game. He has pitched in 23 games, an 11-4 record, a 2.6 ERA in 145 in the third innings, 42 earned runs, 28 hits, 133 strikeouts, and 25 walks. On the opposite side, everybody's favorite pitcher to fade, JT Brubaker, who has pitched in 23 games this year, a 3-10 record, a 4.19 ERA, 120 and a third innings, 56 earned runs, 26 hits, 124 strikeouts, and 46 walks. I stayed away from this one. I would lean towards an under. There's just, when you look at the lines, the Braves run lines around a minus 145. There is zero chance I'm betting that. I don't care who anybody's facing. I'm not laying 145 on a run line or 255 on a money line. Max Fried has been really good. This line has dropped from 8 to 7.5 in some books. Sorry. So it would lean towards an under for me because Max Fried is just that good of a pitcher. I think he shuts down the Pirates today. The one thing that's kind of keeping me off the over is the fact that JT Brubaker is pitching, who has not been good this year. He had a good start his last time out. No earned runs, 2 hits in 7 innings versus the Boston Red Sox. But even Brubaker, his ERA is worse at home than it is on the road, which is just a big question mark. Previous to the 8-2 win, the Pirates lost his last 6 starts in a row. So it's kind of a rough spot for him. I'm going to lean towards an under, but did not pull the trigger just because of JT Brubaker. So nothing for me in this one. Lean towards the under. Braves run line at minus 145. Have fun. Braves run line. If you guys want to lay that much juice, you guys lay that juice. But I am not laying that juice. Max Fried over 5.5 strikeouts. What's the number on that? I don't hate it because Max Fried is a good strikeout pitcher. Let's see. He's gotten 6, 5, 5, 8 in his last 4 starts. Strikeout number for Max Fried Chicken. Over 6.5 at plus 127. Over 5.5, that's minus 250. Jesus. That is a high total, dude. You have fun with that. I'm not touching it. I'd rather go for Mariners. To be honest, you would have to run line it with that Mariners game. Even run lining it, that is that's only minus 120. I guess that's not that bad. Rays in the Jolly Roger again. Brubaker is not the same one from earlier. You mean the one that's lost 6 out of 7 starts? Or the Pirates have lost 6 out of 7 starts of his? I don't know. I can't do it. Braves, minus 1.5 is a minus 152. Screw that. Yup. Yankees, over. Sure. Boston, over. Sure. Rangers, over. No. I'm going to say no to that one. Even with Dane Dunning pitching, I'm going to say no. You need some. I need some coffee. Hey, I got my green tea. There we go. The books are trying to price us out of it. They don't want us on it. Then I'm not going to be on it. Hey, I'd rather leave money on the table because everybody who laid, what was it yesterday? Minus 150 on the Braves run, or 120, 130 on the Braves run line. See how that worked out? Now you got to lay 145 on it? No, thank you. JT suck. Scare me off the under. Exactly. That's my kind of thing with it. Zach Davies over 3.5. Let's see. Where is he at? He is pitching for Arizona today. What's the number on that? For 3.5 strikeout? That's a really low strikeout total. needs 4 strikeouts against Kansas City. To minus 150. Get over 4.5. You can get plus 116 for it. I'd rather go after that. JT is better on the road. I worry about him and the Jolly Roger today. Me too. As much as I would love to see the Braves lose, I don't see that happening today. You got yours at 12. Over 5.5 Ks is minus 115. That's fair. That's fair. You got it at 12 a.m. I got you. Copy. Yep. Max Fried Chicken. I understand backing Max Fried. I cannot do it at minus 145. We'll go ahead and move on to this next game. We get the Chicago White Sox, who are in Baltimore, taking on the Orioles. The White Sox are minus 145 with a total of 7.5. Dylan Cease, Austin Voth pitching. Dylan Cease is coming off of that start versus Houston, I believe. Yep. Where he allowed 3 earned runs, 6 hits in 5 innings, 4 strikeouts. Bumped up his ERA a little bit because in his 24 starts this year, a 12-5 record with a 2.09 ERA, so bumped it over 2. 133 and 2/3 innings pitched, 31 earned runs, 98 hits, 178 strikeouts to 58 walks. On the opposite side, you get Austin Voth, who has kind of been a little bit of a under-the-radar type pitcher. Because in his last 5 starts, he's allowed 6 earned runs. Or last 6 starts, he's allowed 6 earned runs. He's actually been quite good, especially since going to the starting role. His starts has been pretty strong. He's pitching to a 2.81 ERA this year. So he's actually been pitching quite well. It's through 48 innings, but he's actually been pitching quite well. And one of the big things is I'm going after some plus money, and that's with Baltimore. I like the Orioles today. Not only are they the most profitable team in baseball, they are the most profitable home team in baseball, and they're more profitable at home than the next team is to all just by themselves. Because Baltimore is up 18 units at home this year, and the Mets are only up 16 units in general. So, looking at it, this Baltimore team, when they win, a majority of the time, it is at home. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I know it's Dylan Cease. I know he's a phenomenal pitcher. I'm grabbing plus money with Austin Voth. It's not the pretty play, but I will say this line has dropped. I was able to get the Blue Jays, the Orioles at plus 130 last night, and now they're sitting around plus 120 area. So definitely beat some line movement there. Baltimore is the play for me in this one, especially at home. Grabbing some Orioles action today versus Dylan Cease and the White Sox for me. Dodgers screwed me last night hard. Hey, I said last night I leaned towards the Brewers. I actually live bet the Brewers last night, so it worked out a little bit. But Dodgers had nothing in them. They looked good against Miami, and everybody overestimated that one. I have the Brewers again today. I never punched in my plays in order to into the scroller in order to be able to have that going. So I messed up that. I apologize for that one. Sorry. Tampa. Sorry. Soccer plays now. Orioles money line. Yes, Orioles money line. Mets sucked yesterday to the frickin' Yankees. Hey, they looked like a team that had played 8 games in 9 days. They looked tired. It happens. It's 1 game versus the Yankees, which the Yankees are still a good team. They're first place in the American League East. They are still a good team. I'm not hung up on 1 loss. Get them back tonight, and you get plus money on the Mets tonight too. But we'll talk about that game in just a second. Damn, A's couldn't even get the run line at home. I know, right? Well, they suck at home, so don't be over. Don't go crazy about it, but they are not good at home. Baltimore plus money. Yes. The under. Yes. I would lean under as well in that game. Let's go delete this. Sorry, normally I could do this when Nick's talking. But there we go. Fade the White Sox. Yes. It's a good thing I took them over the Mets yesterday for my last week standing. Who? The Yankees? Great. Good job. Minus 126. Stroller. Yes, I just fixed that now. Sorry. Oh, yes. Baltimore money line. Yes. Took the Royals yesterday to fade the White Sox. Yep. Taking B more today. Chicago again. Yes. Go figure. I would have thought the Orioles would have been favored. It's because Dylan sees them on the mound that they're not. Cardinals, everyone else right now. Cardinals are hot at the moment. They are hot. They are still the fourth best team in the National League. I still have the Braves above them. I'm on Orioles money line. Yep. And watch B-More win by 2+ runs. I got Baltimore money line last night. There you go. Yes, I bet the Brewers. It was a feeling. Yep. No soccer. There you go. Every time Tim says soccer stuff and skips makes me laugh. There you go. White Sox cannot be trusted. No, they cannot. I'm on the Dodgers under 7. I don't hate it. LOL. We'll bet table tennis with them soon. Let's do this. Table tennis. Russian table tennis. Let's get it. We'll head to the Subway Series game now. The Mets and the Yankees. The Yankees are now minus 125 with a total of 8.5. Taijuan Walker, Frankie Montas. Walker coming off of his 2-inning start where he left early due to back spasms, and he has not pitched in a whole week. This is his first start in a week. But in that start, 2 innings, no earned runs, 2 walks, 1 hit. Kind of a weird start for him. Previous to that, 2 earned runs, 3 hits, 3 walks, 5 hits in 6 innings against the Reds and a win there. On the opposite side, you get Frankie Montas, who since joining the Yankees has had a really rough trip of it. He's pitched in 14 innings and has allowed 14 earned runs on 18 hits and 6 walks in those innings, only striking out 8 batters. Although the line was not out for this game last night, so I did not bet it yet. I am leaning towards the Mets. Taijuan Walker has good numbers against the Yankees. Frankie Montas has really been struggling. Sure, the Yankees won last night. Not really hung up on it. I think the Mets come into this one a little bit more energetic. After I feel like yesterday was kind of their off day. But this is the last game of the Mets road trip, their 10-game road trip. So if they win tonight, split the road trip. I think that's a successful road trip for them. I think they take care of business tonight. I would lean towards plus money with the Mets. Ultimately, did not bet it though. So there you go. Just sprinkled Cubs money line plus 148. Had to try that. No Cubs. No Wainwright, and Wainwright ain't the same on the road. True. Ping pong is fun. Yes, Russian table tennis is definitely a fun thing to bet. Live betting Russian table tennis. I like it. We'll keep rolling through these games. The Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox are going at it. The Blue Jays are minus 135 with a total of 9.5. I believe it's Ross Stripling pitching for the Toronto Blue Jays. Josh Winkowski for the Red Sox. Stripling this year, he's started 16 games, 89 innings pitched. He's allowed 29 earned runs, 77 hits, 74 strikeouts, a 5-3 record, 2.93 ERA. He did pitch 8 times from the bullpen this year. I figured I'd mention that one as well. On the opposite side, you get Josh Winkowski, who has not been that good this year. He's started 12 games, gotten a decision in a lot of them. 5-6 record, a 5.19 ERA, and 60 and 2/3 innings pitched. 35 earned runs, 70 hits, 36 strikeouts, 21 walks. And this Baltimore. Now I'm calling Toronto Baltimore and Baltimore Toronto. Interesting. This Toronto team is playing decent right now. They did come off of winning 3 out of 4 in New York. Previous to that, coming off of a bad series versus Baltimore. But these are must-win games for the Blue Jays. I did not bet this game just because the lines did not come out last night for this one. I kind of bet all my games at night. I don't like to add extra games. That's why I haven't bet the Mets game either. So it's a lean towards Blue Jays run line, plus money, plus 110. I don't hate it. But this is a game that I'm going to stay away from for right now, and we'll see whether or not I get to it later. I want to look a little bit more into it because this game wasn't available last night. The Stripling wasn't announced until I think this morning, so no line on this one for a while. Did not bet this Toronto Blue Jays and Boston Red Sox game. Ping pong. So Mets over, sure, why not? I don't mind that at all. Give me the Cards and Reds plus 215 with Nick Lodolo. Good luck. Our best bet's in that Philly game, so good luck. Boston money line. I don't think I can do that. So I can't do Boston here. Boston run line in the over. I could see an over. I cannot do Boston. Mets run line. Are you grabbing minus 1.5 or plus 1.5, Nathan? Minus 1.5's got to be some good value. But plus 1.5, no way. No, thank you. I just doesn't want to show up to the chat. He owes me money. Oof. Under 10 runs in that Boston game. I don't know. I mean, Stripling's been good, but Toronto's bats have been good, and I think Boston can get a couple. I don't know. He's lurking, probably. Line moved down a hook. Went from 10 to 9. I understand that. I'm not touching this game. Blue Jays over the 9.5. The total's kind of weird in this one. I can't do anything with it. Give me the Mets at plus money. Yep. And the over 8.5. Sounds good to me. Marlins versus Oakland. I kind of lean over. And it's gone from 7 to 7.5. So kind of lean over. What are the weather conditions in Wrigley today? I believe it's 79 degrees with 4-mile-an-hour winds blowing in. Yeah. 4-mile-an-hour winds blowing in for that Wrigley game. We're actually moving kind of quickly through these, so we're about halfway through. We'll go ahead and move on to this game. We get the Los Angeles Angels, who are in Tampa Bay, taking on the Rays. The Rays are minus 170 with a total of 7. We get Corey Kluber versus Jose Suarez. Looking at the two guys, Suarez has actually been pitching well as of late. Last 4 starts, 3 earned runs. And those 3 earned runs came against Seattle. So I'm not going to put that one against him. This year, he has pitched in 15 games, started 13 of them, a 4-5 record with a 4.12 ERA, 67 and 2/3 innings pitched, 31 earned runs, 63 hits, 66 strikeouts, and 27 walks. On the opposite side, you get Corey Kluber, who has been a weird pitcher this year. Whether or not he gets absolutely smacked around or pitches a gem, we won't know based on the day. He has pitched in 23 games, a 7-7 record, a 4.33 ERA, 122 and 2/3 innings pitched, 59 earned runs, 126 hits, 111 strikeouts to 18 walks. I'm going under in this game. Tampa Bay's offense is pathetic. They are 23rd in the league in terms of runs per game with 4.11 runs per game. That is not particularly good. Last 4 games have gone under. Their totals have been 7, 7, 7.5, and 6.5. This is not a team that's going over in a lot of games. This pitching staff has actually been quite solid. And the Angels are not a good team either. They are even worse when it comes to offense. 3.77 runs per game, under in their last 4, which those totals were 7, 6.5, 7.5, and 8. This is a game that's going to go under, and you're going to get some good pitching. This one's going to be another 2-1, 3-1 game lined up for you. If you guys are interested in runs, maybe turn on a different game. I don't think this one's the one for you. But under 7, I did this one for a free pick video for picks and parlays yesterday. So under 7 between the Angels and the Tampa Bay Rays. Tim, I hit the like button. Yep. You're confusing Baltimore and Toronto because they are both birds, and Baltimore, Blue Jays. I don't know. It's just my head's a little bit weird. It's fine. Looking at NFL on Friday, I'm taking Cowboys +3, Chargers +3. I'm not the right person to ask for preseason. That's going to be Nick, which he should be here soon to go over hopefully the last couple of games with us. But I have not started looking at Friday's NFL games. I have looked at Saturday's college football games and sort of into last week's. But I don't know. I have not looked at NFL yet. Also, Raiders money line. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Betting with the Mets could be painful this series, just like last Braves won. But Baltimore, I won't turn down. But just like Baltimore, I won't turn down plus money with the Mets. I agree. I don't think this is like the Atlanta series, though. I don't think so. Mets they came off of a lot of games. They lost one game. Not sweating it. You'll take Kluber. I'll take the under. That's what I'll do. I'm taking the Raiders spread -1. It's so easy to cover, except last week, Philly, Cleveland, LL 21-20. Yeah, that one was a weird game. But Raiders, I could see the Raiders -1. At that point, take them. I wouldn't mind -1. Why are the Yankees favored today? Montage sucks. It's the last road game for the Mets on the 10-game road trip. So it could be a little bit of they want to go home at this point, get a day off because they get a day off tomorrow. But I don't know why they're favorited. Well, Yankees are home. These two teams are still – Mets have 79 wins and the Yankees have 75. So these are still two really good teams. It's going to be a close line. That's why I'm all right with that. We'll go ahead and keep on rolling to the San Francisco Giants and the Detroit Tigers. The San Francisco Giants are -230 favorites with a total of 7.5. You get Carlos Rendon, Drew Hutchinson going for this game. Carlos Rendon this year has pitched in 24 games to an 11-6 record. He's been quite solid. I'm surprised he didn't get traded at the deadline. 2.89 ERA, a complete game. 140 and a third innings pitched, 45 earned runs, 106 hits, 179 strikeouts, and 41 walks. On the opposite side, you get Drew Hutchinson, who has not been particularly good this year. He has been better as of late, only allowing about 7 earned runs in his last 4 starts. But when it comes to it, he has pitched in 20 games, started 10 of them, a 1-6 record with a 4.23 ERA, 66 innings pitched, 31 earned runs, 68 hits, 42 strikeouts, and 29 walks. And when it comes to this game, I'm staying away from this one. This is a game I don't believe that the Giants should be this wide of a spread. Hey, good morning, Nick.
Morning.
Welcome to the show. I don't believe that the Giants should be this wide of a spread, especially a team that's under 500. I get it. It's against the Tigers. I would lean towards the Tigers at plus money in this one, but not enough for me to want to get to this one. But Nick, good morning. You want to talk about any of the first 8 games I went over?
Let's see. Let me take a look at what games they were. I've only locked in 2 bets so far. One is for a game that you haven't gone over yet. One is for a game you have gone over. So I'll just touch on the one that I have bet because I don't have much action at all so far today. But one thing I did get to was in that first game of the doubleheader with Chicago and St. Louis. I took the Cubbies first 5 at plus 155. That was one of the full line value spots on Fangraphs was with the Cubs here. And Javier Assad is making his major league debut. This could be a situation where not many the Cardinals have not seen him, so this could be one of those elements of mystery type of thing. And with plus 155, I think it's worth a shot. He has gone at least 5 innings in his last 4 minor league appearances. He's given up a maximum of 3 since June 5th, which he's appeared in a bunch of games since June. He's pitching to a 2.95 ERA in the minor leagues, a 1.05 WHIP, and 36 and 2/3 innings pitch with the Iowa Cubs. I took a shot with the Cubs in the first 5, and that was about it.
That's fair. Giants run line. No. I just can't. What is the line at for that one? Minus 125. No, thank you. Atlanta game under. Brubaker and Fried, sure. Ohtani had a stomach virus yesterday. That's rough. Twins money line. Tigers money line, sure. And the over 7.5. I could see that too. Nerfy. So an over and a Nerfy. Interesting strategy. Would you take Cardinals run line at minus 118 or the over 8.5 at minus 102?
I like the Cubbies.
I'm going to go with neither. I'm not liking anything in that game. Good morning, Nick. I think Giants kill them by 4+ runs. That's fair. Over 7.5. I could see that. Almost 1-800. Nick, top of the morning. Good morning, Nick. We'll keep on rolling, Nick. We got 7 games left.
Yeah, this one's an interesting one here. The line has dropped a little bit since this is one I have bet this morning. The Houston Astros are hosting the Minnesota Twins. We have the Astros now at minus 295, total 7.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the weather in this spot here. Houston's a dome, so we don't have to worry about that. We get where is it? There we go. Aaron Sanchez and Justin Verlander. Sanchez the last 30 days has not been bad. He got off to a rough start. That's hence why he has, I believe, a 7 ERA this year, but he's not pitched that much. Last 30 days, 3.6 ERA, 1.20 WHIP, 14.4 strikeouts per 9, 36%, 3.6 walks per 9, a 364 BABIP, a 172 FIP, and a 262 SIERA. On the other side, Justin Verlander with a 2.14 ERA and a 0.89 WHIP, 8.02 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%, 1.6 walks per 9, a 250 BABIP, a 226 FIP, and a 372 SIERA. Looking at where the money is coming in on this one here. I'm trying to find Houston. There we go. 88% of the tickets and 93% of the cash coming in on Houston. This line opened up around 350. Now it's all the way down to 295. And then 62% of the tickets and 57% of the cash is on the under. The line has not moved. This is one that I have already locked in and bet. Let's see if the line's moved for the first 5 here. Nope, the first 5 stayed the same. The full game has dropped a little bit. I'm on the Minnesota Twins in the first 5 innings. I don't think the Minnesota Twins should be a dog of this size. This is still a pretty talented team, and usually when we look at teams that are minus 300 favorites, they're playing against the Pirates, the Nationals, the Athletics. The Twins, though, the Twins are a competitive team. I don't get this line. So I took a shot here, plus 245 with the Twins in the first 5 innings.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I couldn't pull the trigger. Verlander's is the Cy Young most likely for the AL this year. But I couldn't. There's no way I'm going after the Houston Astros today. Because their run line is minus 145, which is just crazy. I can't go after something like that. That's really, really juicy for a run line. I could see an under in this game. The reason why I didn't like that is Aaron Sanchez has been rough this year. It don't matter if he's at home or road. Granted, he's only pitched about 36 innings this year, but he's pitching to a 7 ERA. I don't know why the Twins wanted to get him. He was not good with the Nationals. Kind of doesn't make sense, but this one's a complete pass. I'm not going anywhere near it.
It's fair.
Sorry. That's wild. I was just putting in the chat. I took the Cubs first. I have money line. Let's cash today. There you go. Nick, Pete will follow you on that. Cubs first 5. Yeah, exactly. When did they get Dirty Sanchez? That doesn't make sense.
They've had him for a little bit.
What do you think about Cardinals full game? Although you like first 5, he likes the Cubs, so you probably know. Any DWC Dana White Contender Series picks? No. It's not minus 300. So Twins.
I did back the Twins, and they were minus 300 when I I did back. Yeah, the Astros were minus 300 when I bet against them. But I'm not following that anymore. But I mean, the Twins at a plus 245. I'm not high on this Twins team this year, but really, usually plus 245s are the Nationals and the shit teams.
No, I got you.
They're not the Twins. The Twins are a good team.
Yeah. I'm feeling the same. Minnesota first 5 full game run line +1. I don't know. You're on the Astros under 8. Aaron Sanchez is the only reason why I can't go after that. Tough game. Yep. Yes, no bet on Houston and St. Louis today. There you go. You like Wayne Poo?
Wainwright struggles on the road, though. Keep that in mind. 4-5 with a 4.43 ERA on the road compared to 5-3 with a 2.11 ERA at home.
Correct. We'll go ahead and move on, though, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Cleveland Guardians. They're at the San Diego Padres in this one here. Padres are minus 145. Home favorites with a total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the weather in this spot here in San Diego. 6-mile-an-hour wind blowing out, 73 degrees, 0% chance of rain. Savali and Clevinger is your pitching matchup. Savali's been really good as of late, 2.7 ERA, 0.7 whip, 12.6 strikeouts per 9, which is 37%, 0.9 walks per 9, a 273 BABIP, a 0.92 FIP, and a 2 Sierra. On the other side, Clevinger with a 3.86 ERA, a 1.32 whip, 5.79 strikeouts per 9, which is 15%, 3.21 walks per 9, a 276 BABIP, a 462 FIP, and a 5.27 Sierra. This is probably going to be a Guardians play for me. This line's dropped 10 cents since I did the free pick video last night, and I did not. I don't think I had the line available to me on my book at that time for that, so I didn't end up betting the Guardians last night when I did the free pick video, but I was anticipating betting them this morning. But now that it's dropped 10 cents and it's now down to a minus 135 for the Padres, I still lean Guardians in this matchup here, but 10 cents worse. I'm going to lay off for at the moment.
I'm on the Guardians. I like Aaron Savali as a pitcher. He's been pitching a lot better as of late. Only 4 earned runs in his last 4 starts. Granted, none of them really against any good teams. San Diego has just been really struggling lately. Although they won their last 2 games against the Nationals. In a 4-game series against the Nationals, they scored 8 runs. That's 2 runs a game against the Nationals. Now they actually have to face a team that has good pitching, has a really good bullpen, and an offense that could probably put up runs against them. And they're plus money. And the Padres are minus 150, 140. whatever it is. Now, this is a Guardian spot all day. Give me the plus money there, and I'm gonna roll with it. So give me the Guardians plus the money. Plus money there. I think it's a good
Alrighty.
spot.
I think I got an interesting look for this game. If you want to try to get some value on it here, let me punch it. Let me punch what it would be. 126 on the money line. And I have to do it under American odds. There we go. You can get plus 178 for the Guardians -1, or you can get the Guardians -1.5 at plus 220.
I'm just gonna go Guardians. May stay off. There you go. Indians money line step up in competition for the Padres. Couldn't score against Happy Corbin. Correct.
Yeah.
Plus 145 sounds nice. It does. It does. Cubs first 5 plus a half is plus 110. Would that be a good pick? Why not?
I don't mind that at all.
This game could be tied after 5. We'll go to this game, Nick, which is kind of a doozy.
Yeah, we have the Kansas City Royals. They're hosting the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks are -120 road favorites, total 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the weather in this spot, where we have, there we go, 6-mile-an-hour winds, 83 degrees, 0% chance of rain. Zach Davies and John Heasley is your pitching matchup here, and I have to redo that one because it says Jonathan Heasley, and Jonathan Heasley does not work in the spreadsheet because the name under the actual pitching stats is John Heasley. There we go. 4.24 ERA, 1.35 WHIP the last 30 days for Davies, a 6.35 strikeouts per 9, which is 16%, 4.24 walks per 9, a 2.24 BABIP, a 6.18 FIP, and a 5.09 SIERA. On the other side of Heasley with a 6.23 ERA, 1.85 WHIP, 6.23 strikeouts per 9, which is 14%, 3.12 walks per 9, a 3.10 BABIP, a 8.78 FIP, and a 4.93 SIERA. Let's take a look where the money is coming in on this game. I believe this is the... Oh, wow, we have a lot of interleague games. That's right. 64% of the tickets, 90% of the cash coming in on the Diamondbacks, hence why it's moved from 115 up to 120. 70% of the tickets and 96% of the cash is on the over. Line hasn't moved, which would lend me towards a lean towards an under in this game. Let me get up my my projected numbers for this game. My projected line for this one was Kansas City -102, and you can get them for plus 109. So slight line value here with the Kansas City Royals, not full line value, just slight line value. So it'd be a lean towards the home dog. That should be a pick 'em, and that would be my lean in this game. I did not get involved in this one.
I feel like if you're going to go after this game, one of two ways: take Kansas City on the money line, or go run line with Arizona. Either Kansas City is going to win this one straight up, or Arizona is going to win this one by 3 or 4 runs. I don't really see that many. I don't really see many other options for this game. Zach Davies has been a mess. Heasley's been a mess. Just two guys that I don't want to back. I'm staying off of this game. I'm not interested in this one at all. There's much better games on the slate for me personally. I'm just going to kind of stay away from this one.
Understandable.
7.5 on DK for the Guardians. I can see that. I don't mind that. Hey, Nick, you took a look at NFL for Friday yet? I'm taking Cowboys spread, Chargers spread, Raiders spread.
I have not looked at for that. Let me take a look. You said Cowboys, Raiders, and Chargers. Let's get the NFL market moves up, and I can look at those a little bit. Nope, there's no numbers for me so far, so I have nothing for those games at the moment.
Fair enough. Kansas City under 9. No real thoughts on that Thoughts on Nick? Thoughts on the Jays Red Sox? It's Stripling versus Winkowski.
That game was originally a full value spot. Then for some reason, the line dropped 25 cents, and I'm no longer interested. I was leaning Red Sox at the plus 150 price tag, but at plus 125 now, I'm off the game.
That's fair. Milwaukee and LA under first 5 in full game. Yep. Line has moved from 8.5 to 9 on the Diamondbacks. Good luck. It's good to see more women betting. Also in the chat, not so many. Jesus. And we're going Royals. There you go. It's a Kansas City money line. It's about the Kansas City money line. Just a lean. That's fair. That's fair. We'll ahead keep rolling, Nick. We got 4 games left. Go to this one.
Yeah, the Texas Rangers are at the Colorado Rockies in this one here. The Rockies are minus 116 home favorites with a total of 11 in this game. Let's take a look at what the weather is in Denver, Colorado for this game. 3-mile-an-hour winds, 88 degrees, and 0% chance of rain. Let's take a look at the two the pitchers in this one here. Dane Dunning and German Marquez. Dunning with a 2.86 ERA, a 1.20 whip, 7.62 strikeouts per 9, which is 21%, 4.13 walks per 9, a 250 BABIP, a 372 FIP, and a 4.33 CR. On the other side, German Marquez with a 3.60 ERA, a 1.40 whip, 6.9 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%. 1.3 walks per 9, a 315 BABIP, a 389 FIP, and a 4.38 CR. Taking a look at where the money is coming in on this game, we are seeing, there it is, 52% of the tickets and 65% of the cash coming in on the Rangers, which was why this line has gone from minus 125 for the Rockies down to 115. 89% of the tickets and 99% of the cash is on the over, and no line movement. So this is a pass for me, honestly, at this moment. Also, looking at what the line value is on this game, it is Colorado minus 108 is the line, projected line for this game. So it's about spot on. So this was a pretty easy pass for me. I'm not in love with this card today.
Yeah, no, I'm not loving this card much either. This is Texas, Colorado. Once again, another game that I'm going to just stay away from. It's Dane Dunning and German Marquez.
These are two pitchers that have high potential, but they're very variant pitchers. So if you're going to look to take this game, take a run line either way, especially within a total of a 10.5 or 11. That's my thoughts on those type of games. If there's a high total, if you like a side, take a minus 1.5 because they're projecting high totals. Yeah, so there's a higher chance for a multiple run game. So if you like the Rockies, take them at minus 1.5 at plus 163. If you like the Rangers, take them at minus 1.5 at plus 145.
Sounds good to me. I don't hate that at all. But I'm not touching this game. No thank you. Rangers plus 116, but probably lean off of it. Yep.
Yeah. See, that would be a fun experiment maybe to try next year. When games are totaled at 10 or higher, just take both run lines if they're plus money, and you probably finish up that for the whole year.
So bet run lines on every single Colorado game.
Both, if it's plus money both ways, yes.
Okay. Well,
if they're playing the Dodgers and the Dodgers run line is a minus 115, no, then don't bet it. But if they're both plus money, I think you can be profitable doing that. Miami Marlins are at the Oakland Athletics in this next one here. Marlins are minus 135 favorites with a total of 7 in this game. Zach Lugan, are we actually getting Pablo Lopez today, or are they gonna replace him again?
I think we actually are getting Pablo Lopez today.
Because that was great when we handicapped that game yesterday for Pablo Lopez. And actually, I said the right thing for that game. I said if you like the Marlins, and it was marked as Pablo Lopez, and we were expecting Edward Cabrera. I said if you like the Marlins, go ahead and bet it with action, and you would have gotten a better line. That's what happened. They put in Cabrera. It was a minus 140 after it being minus 135. It went all the way up to like minus 150, I believe. So there you go there. But Pablo Lopez here, 7.2 ERA, 1.53 whip, 9 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 2.4 walks per 9, a 363 BABIP, a 419 FIP, and a 3.80 SIERA. Zach Lug with a 8.62 ERA, 1.60 WHIP in the last 30 days, 4.6 walks per or strikeouts per nine, which is 11%, 3.45 walks per nine, a 308 BABIP, and then a 593 FIP and a 573 Sierra. Looking at where the money is coming in on this game here, just not a very interesting game. 79% of the tickets and 94% of the cash, though, is on the Marlins. The line's only moved a penny in some spots. 82% of the tickets are on the over, 59% of the cash is on the over, and the line's moved 5 cents towards the over. And for me, let's take a look at where the Fangraphs line is for this real quick. Miami minus 142. It's projected line. So about 7 cents of value here with the fish. And I want nothing to do with this game. I'm going to pass. I don't like this card.
I kind of lean towards the over. It's 7's on a couple of books and 7.5's on others. And it's Pablo Lopez, who's just been rough against Luke, who has not been good. I know it's the Marlins and the A's. And I know it's an ugly total to think of. But I want the over. Lopez has just been rough his past couple of games. The last 4 starts, allowing 18 earned runs. Kind of rough. His ERA is plummeted, or has risen since the beginning of the year, where he had really good starts. Luke, it's not something I trust either. I kind of just stayed away from this game because this is going to be an ugly one. It's either going to be a high-scoring 7-6 weird game, or it's going to be 2-1. So I'm going to completely pass on this game. Zero interest in it. I have one more play for the rest of the day. And you guys have already seen it in the score.
Fair.
Under. Fair. If anyone likes the over in Boston, then why not take RBI props? That way, when the game goes under 10. Hey, maybe you might actually hit something then. Dang, I'm seeing all these games on Friday and Saturday. Have fun. I was.
Really, by the way, talking about the games for Friday and Saturday, I really have not too much interest in week 3 of the preseason because that's the trickiest one.
Sounds good. I was thinking over 7 too as well for Marlins, kind of low. Lopez he's been bad. Marlins money line and the under. I would lean over, and for money line, I'm not touching money line. A's first to 2 plus 135. Not going to talk you off of it. 2 games left, Nick, and this is the one I like.
Yeah, this is one with, I believe, a full line value play as well. We have the Milwaukee Brewers are at the LA Dodgers in this one here. We have the Dodgers as minus 145 favorites with a total of 7 in this game. Taking a look at the weather here in Los Angeles, California. 5-mile-an-hour winds blowing out, 76 degrees, 1% chance of rain. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. We get a good one. Corbin Burnes and Tony Gonsolin. Burnes with a 3.60 ERA, 1.06 WHIP the last 30 days, 11.06 strikeouts per nine, which is 30%, 2.83 walks per nine, a 268 BABIP, a 335 FIP, and a 3.12 Sierra. On the other side, Tony Gonsolin with a 2.43 ERA, a 0.91 WHIP, 8.19 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%, 2.73 walks per nine, a 213 BABIP, a 319 FIP, and a 3.83 Sierra. Let's take a look where the money is coming in on this game here. As we have, this as the top bet. National League game of the day. There's only really 4 with line, though. 93% of the tickets and 98% of the cash coming in on the Dodgers. 52% of the tickets and 56% of the cash is on the under in this one here. And this line has moved down a little bit. It opened up at minus 150 for the Dodgers. It's now down to minus 140-ish, minus 135. Or minus, not 130. I was looking at the first 5 line. Minus 140 on my book here. And this is one play I am going to add. There is full line value in this spot, and it's actually kind of interesting here because Fangraphs gives the Brewers a 50.2% chance to win this game. So they should be minus 102 in this game, not plus 130. So full line value here with the Milwaukee Brewers. I am going to go ahead and place a bet down on them here. I'm going to take the Brewers full game money line because you're getting a decent value with that there. So give me the Brewers plus 130 against the Dodgers tonight.
I'm on the same page. I grabbed Corbin Burns the last time that they played against the Dodgers, and Corbin Burns won. Granted, it was a little bit more of a sweat. It was at Milwaukee, whatever the case may be. I'm taking Corbin Burns again. What is that? 98% of the money you said was on the Dodgers?
Yep.
What could possibly go wrong here? And the lines moved down.
Yep.
Keep betting your Dodgers. Keep betting the Dodgers, and then the Milwaukee Brewers win again tonight. I just like Corbin Burns. These are number 2 and number 3 for the Cy Young right now with Corbin Burns and Tony Gonsolin. So I lean towards an under as well. But when I get plus money for the better pitcher, which is Corbin Burns, sign me up all day. Screw the blue. There you go. Nick, I'm still going blindly bet Ravens -6. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah.
Brew Crew or Scared Brew? It's Brew Crew. I don't have much action today. Feeling frisky. Someone tell me a strong MLB play. Take the Baltimore Orioles.
Brewers.
Take the Brewers and the Baltimore Orioles and parlay them. Have fun. Twins money line. +2. Wow. Oh, you know what? You have fun. You have fun.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Dodgers can't lose again with Gonsolin on the mound, can they? What? They can't lose. Tim, what do you think about the Sky game over? Sure. That one's kind of tricky because I see the Liberty covering, but I don't know whether or not I want it to be more defensive and a low-scoring game for a better chance to cover, or if I want the Liberty to just jack up 3, because I think that's the only way the Liberty win this game or come close is if they're hitting solid from three-point land. So, yeah, you know what? I would be interested in an over. What's the reverse run line for the Milwaukee Brewers? That would be a nice plus 215.
225 on my book. And then if you want, or if you don't want to go full out and lay the 1.5, you can get -1 for plus 184.
Fair. First 500. Yes. Like the Dodgers under. Sure. Morning, everyone. Hit the like button like an adult. Yep. Everybody hit the like button. Unfortunately, you guys, I don't know. I don't think you're going to get the best bet today.
What?
Liberty, cover the spread. Yes. Oh, God. Now I'm getting myself into a 3-leg baseball parlay. All dogs, though. All dogs. I feel like I can need to fade Burns. Nope. No need to fade him. No, thank you. We'll go into this game, though, Nick.
Yeah. The Washington Nationals, they're at the Seattle Mariners in this one here. Mariners are -260 favorites in this game, total of 7.5. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup. We don't have to worry about weather. -2. Pitching matchup. I already mentioned the line. Fetty with a 5.79 ERA, a 2.36 WHIP, 5.79 strikeouts per 9, which is 13%, 7.71 walks per 9, a 4.12 BABIP, a 4.41 FIP, and a 6.5 SIERA. Robbie Ray, 5.4 ERA, 1.68 WHIP, 11.16 strikeouts per 9, which is 28%. 4.68 walks per 9, a 3.81 BABIP, a 4.80 FIP, and a 3.87 SIERA. Let's take a look at where the money is coming in on this game here. As we have 94% of the tickets and 98% of the cash coming in on the Mariners in this one here. 83% of the tickets and 51% of the cash is on the over. The line has moved slightly towards the Mariners. And that's about it. Let's take a look what the projected line for this game was. It was Seattle -225. There's 5 cents of line value on the Washington Nationals. But this is not a game I want to get involved with. Robbie Ray's not been great lately, so I wouldn't talk anybody off of team total over 2.5 maybe at -110 with the Nationals. I think that's a decent look, but it passed for me.
Yeah, I just can't go after this one. Robbie Ray's actually, he's been good. In his last 10 starts, he's allowed over 4 earned runs twice, both of them against the Houston Astros. Other than that, 2-2, 1-3, 1-1, 0-1. He's been good. He's definitely been good. I just Nationals on their West Coast trip now against the Mariners. That's a tough place to play. But obviously, cannot touch a run line at minus 120 area. I don't know. This is a game that I'm going to completely stay off of. I like Robbie Ray. I don't like Eric Fetty. So I guess I could lean towards maybe a Seattle team total over. That could be interesting.
The run line's only minus 115 with the Mariners today.
I got 120 on my book. But I'm not going after this game. No real interest in it.
Yeah.
Do a round robin, Joe. Yeah, add the Mets and the Guardians, and you're good to go. Let's do this. Nationals plus money. I don't know if I could do that. Give me Robbie Ray Jr. Get it. Joe, it's gonna over 20 points for the Liberty. Sure. Or maybe over 7.5. Seattle. Why not? I think that they can get to Fetty. And Robbie Ray is due for a couple. That's a lot. That's a tough one. Probably under that 20. Yeah, there you go. But that is all the baseball games for today. We'll go ahead and give you a quick wrap up, quick housekeeping, pay some bills, recap, and then head on out for today. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. All linked down below, like this link right here. By the way, 23 subscribers away from 2,700. If we can get there, say by the weekend, that would be pretty cool to see. Also, make sure you guys check out SeatGeek for all your concert tickets and sporting event ticket needs. You can get use code ESB at checkout, $20 off your first purchase. A little bit of recap for today. I like the O's money line plus 130, the under in Tampa Bay, Milwaukee money line, Cleveland money line, and the Liberty plus the 7. Nick, recap real quick.
Yeah, I have 3 plays at the moment. I have the Cubs first 5 in the first game. I have the Twins first 5, and I have the Brewers full game. I also saw a notification here that most likely Kevin Durant will be staying in Brooklyn.
I was just about to bring that up.
Yep.
KD is going to stay in Brooklyn. Yeah. Bye-bye, banana and grapes. Sounds good. But that is everything for today. Nick, finish it out.
Yeah, that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. I want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live with, here at ESB, which is every single morning, anywhere between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. It's going to just about wrap it up for this one. I want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Good luck today.
Get that, Pete. Get that plus money. Like those Cubbies. Get it. Get it. Hold on.
It's not always about